that traditional red and white, shooting from right to left as we watch on in this first 45. Experienced end of that rebuild. Centre back. 6 goals in all. One fewer than Trois at the top. Third most. Trois. And look, defensively frail. Together in League 2. Put together relatively successful. First barely scores just one. 5 seasons with Montpellier. 5 appearances. Golden opportunity. Centimetres away from taking. And the deflection from Tia's shot leaves Gapon Duetbu with no chance. Well, from a near miss at one end to a stroke of luck at the other. Rans a long way from done. 80 minutes to go. Take some time to pick up the right pass. That looks like a pretty good one. Moving further. Chateau. Water beats as a player too. Centre back in his debut. One appearance for the France side. Danier trying to divert it to Chateau. Managed to one way or another. Nakamura. Oh, that was into the head of Diarra in the end. Looked like it might have been floating all the way through. Crossed by Laporte. It's away by Leone. Rans will break here. Nakamura. Tia continues his run. Salama just beaten there by Gapon Duetbu. Floated over towards Akiemi. He's under hit, but Rans look dangerous when they do come forward at pace. That's a great ball into the middle. Nakamura with the header on target, tipped over by Gapon Duetbu. Nakamura. Akiemi. Fellow number 18 might open up here for Nakamura. Lays it on to Diarra. Lovely feet from the Malian into the middle. Nakamura, those crowded out, and will give away the free kick. He tangles. What? To Fortier Le Puy in last season's Coupe de France. All bubbled over after the full-time whistle. They are halfway there. Ange Martial Tia. The only goal of the first half. Montpellier with work to do if they are to hang on to their 4th spot in the Ligue 2 table. Join us in 15 minutes to find out. Starting 11s. And here comes Amin Salama. The Japanese, Nakamura, Akiemi to keep it in. Rans can break here. 3 on 4. Pass from Tia was under hit. Nakamura nonetheless getting back on the ball, having his trailing leg caught, but the referee waving away the protest. Montpellier complaining more often than not about decisions they felt they didn't get. On that occasion, it was one for Rans. Nakamura strives to make amends for that. He'll drop here for Diarra. What a clearance. Danger still not over. Nakamura looking to keep it alive. Leone into the middle. Away by the hand side. Space vacated by Mbuku. Over to Chateau. They're saves he might expect to make. They've been straight at him, but carried into the right area from the young keeper. Be wary of the Rans counter. Without scoring a single goal. That change here, how has Enzo Chateau missed that? 14 this season. His football idols include Sergio Ramos, to goal from centre-back. Diarra tries to create the space for a shot, lays it off to Nakamura. Leone Akiemi will bring it straight back to the Montpellier 18-yard box. Nakamura up against Chato. Still waiting to see the replay. That should have been the equaliser. Set involved for the first. Leone picks it up this time in the box. Busi into the middle, onto the head. Of famous name Frank Lampard. 40 goals in just 15 games. Seemingly not missing Norman Bassett. A hit inside here at some pace. Here's Sashuma. Eventually run into trouble. It's nicely knocked left by Bassett, who continues his run. Wants it played ahead of him. Nakamura obliges, takes it first time. It's the same, straight back to Zabi. Via Teo Leone. Nakamura. Space on the left for Akiemi. Lead. That's been teed up for Nakamura inadvertently by El Hanash. Ojang now up to Tuma, looks for the run of Bassett. El Hanash float it over to either Mendy or Arakpo. It was the former waiting, didn't reach him. Still exactly the same live standings as we saw well over an hour. And now is the home side on the attack. Nakamura to Bassett, deflected. Would have been a cruel twist of fate. The second, not that far. Nakamura will look to do a more thorough job. Can't find Bassett, who isn't directly involved in the goal today. So important to this Rand side. Seems set to become 2 losses in 14. Will it be a 7th win in those 14? Nakamura breaks into the box, has options, will go himself, deflected and in for the second time. Salt applied to the wound by the Japanese for the second time this evening. Simon Gaponduepu is but a spectator as a deflected shot finds its way past him into the back of the net. Tuma will get the assist. 9th goal contribution for him. Already an 8th for Nakamura and a 6th goal. It's been a cruel evening for those of a Montpellier persuasion.